So I actually bought some silk. And now in COVID days I order it online. And as you know, sometimes what you get home is not really what you thought you would get home. So I found, well, it is a nice fabric, it is silk, and it is green as I expected, but it is a little more green than I expected, a bit more like in your face green. So it is still a beautiful fabric, but at least I think it's a bit too much green for historical dress. I think I've come up with a solution. I have some of Ashford wool dye for all protein fibers left over from when I tried to dye some yarn. And I actually have black. So hopefully this will give this very green fabric a slightly more toned down look. And at first I thought I could make plenty of samples, but then I realized that I don't actually have that much dye left, so I think this time I will just have to wing it. I have done this once before, so I am not really sure what I'm about to do. So this will be an experiment, to say the least. But the fabric is very green and I'm not really comfortable with it. Well, the worst thing that can happen is that it gets like spots all over and the color will be uneven, and well, then that's okay, I guess. Then I have to find more dye or another solution. But I think I will at least try to get this right. I will start with a little less dye powder. I still want to keep some of the green, but just not so very green. I think I will start with about 4 grams, because I have 663 grams of fabric and I need 10 grams of dye powder for 1 kilo. I will dye the fabric in here, so I prepared everything. First of all, I need to soak the fabric. I have prepared a bucket with hot water and dish soap. So we'll leave it in there for a few hours. I realized something when preparing everything. This fabric I need to be able to turn it when I dye it. And the only pot I've got for this purpose is this one. And as I remember it, it's been a while, it was very big, but you can see the fabric will barely even go down. And to try to stir this fabric in here, not such a great idea, I think. I would need something more in the size of this. So while I soak the fabric, I will go to the local thrift shop and see if I can find something slightly bigger, perhaps this size. This is a lot of fabric. Although I wish I had more. It smells weird. The water is all blue. I will show you. I had no luck finding a second-hand pot, but I had better luck somewhere else. I found an 18-liter pot instead, which is actually bigger than the bucket, so this will be perfect. It's not even half. Some more water, I think. The water is supposed to cover the fabric, but I don't need the whole pot full. I think that's enough. It's about slightly less than half. One deciliter. It says white vinegar. Here in Sweden we can use ättiksprit. 24%. Det var viktigt att det är 24% och inte 12%. I'm gonna add 1 deciliter of this into the water. So I will start with 2 tablespoons of the dye powder. I hope I have enough. Oops. That's a bit more. I think I have about 1 or 2 tablespoons left. And some water. Okay, let's do this. I'm not sure if you can see, but it's almost a bit purple. I guess I just put everything in there. Oh. I'm so glad I bought the biggest pot I could find, because even this looks slightly small. This is a bit too soft. I can't really... It's difficult to move the fabric around because this will just bend. I'm trying to move it around a bit so that, oops, hopefully everything will be black or darker. I really liked the color of the wet silk, so that would be the ideal color for the end result, but we'll see. I'm a bit worried that the color won't get everywhere. Well, good enough, I guess. So we'll wait 30 minutes and then see how it looks. It's been 30 minutes. I've stirred it a couple of times during that time, just to make sure that the color gets in everywhere. So it's difficult to see the color of the water now. You can see over here, that's the color in the beginning, and now it looks like this. So almost all of the color is in the fabric. However, that might be the original color, but I'm not sure. So I'm gonna put some more white vinegar. I'm not sure how much. I think I'll try with maybe quarter of a deciliter, something like that. And see if I can get the last lost of the color to see if I can get the water clear. That might not be possible, but I'll give it a try. I leave it in for a few more minutes. I will let this cool down and then I'll rinse it in the bathtub. Oh, it's heavy. Wow, look at this. It is pretty green, but a lot softer. Wow! I really hope it's even, because this looks really cool. Some parts looks a bit uneven, like here. I don't think you can see it on the camera, but I see that green dots. But that's hard to see when it's wet. I just have to have patience and see how it looks when it's dry. And then decide what to do next. Except for giving the tub a really good scrub. This is not fun with a bad back. So I think I'm gonna put it in the washing machine. Yeah, I'll do that. Look at this. It's even better than expected. The color is not completely even. And in some areas it's very obvious, like this part. But I had an idea that I might be able to use this and to enhance the different shades. Maybe with some embroidery and how I place it on the garment. So my idea for this part is to maybe place it on the overskirt. As we can see here, this part looks very good. And this is lighter than the rest. The garment I think I need to be most cautious about is the bodice. So it looks even, or at least it looks as if I knew what I was doing. So it's if there's any difference in shade, it would look as if I planned it that way. that might be a challenge. But overall, I'm very, very pleased with this. I think it looks beautiful and I love the shade.